This is about a teaching which I have come to call as the ultimate teaching. This is the quintessence of all my teachings that I have gathered over a period of time. And I'm very happy about it. I'm very satisfied with the teaching. So what is the ultimate teaching? I can answer this in just in one or two words. Break coconuts, your life will change. This may sound crazy and superstitious and cultic, but let me explain to you what that means. That's why I have answered it in two words: break coconuts. A businessman came to me who had invested about all his money, about $20 million that he had on a business with a government contract. There was a court case. The government said that there is no way that they would be able to go ahead with the program. And after all, if at all it happens, it will take a year for them to get the license. And this person was in tears and came to me for help. I said, keep breaking the coconuts until you succeed, and then it took place within 40 days or something. This is part of the ultimate teaching. How breaking coconut can influence your life. I recall many years ago when I was doing my PhD at the University of Pittsburgh, the dean of the School of Religion from Chicago wrote a book called Imagining Religion, and in there he had talked about coconut. Why coconut is sacred all over the world. And I was a respondent to him in that conference. And I am a phenomenologist of religion who argues in the sacrality of our life. And he is one who is an economist of religion. He said, somebody wanted to make the coconut tied to his business. He had a coconut business. And then this guy organized, created a mythology around it, and then that's how coconut became so important. And then I told him that this is a silly thing, because you have to look at the whole gamut of the phenomenon. The phenomenon is, I can talk about it forever, how accessing and breaking a coconut to a particular deity can go influence life. In scientific terms, bringing in quantum physics, bringing in the latest findings about the von Economo neuron, the most intelligent neuron, and that is associated with it. So the ultimate teaching is about bringing someone who has the greatest intelligence to solve your problems. And that's how you solve the problem of this person. So the ultimate teaching is, forget about whatever I have said up until now. The ultimate teaching is about finding a solution right now and right away for a problem for which there is no solution. So just only remember this. Ultimate teaching is finding a solution for a problem for which you have no solution at all. You need a solution which comes from a different dimension. And that's what is going to be the content of the ultimate teachings, because we are limited in so many ways. We don't have access to anything that the mind allows you to think. The mind allows somebody to go and work in McDonald's or some other fast food shop or grocery store. The reason why that person is doing what he is doing is because that is his world. The president has his own world. I am the president. So that is his identity. So every identity has to be challenged. And that is about ultimate teaching. It doesn't mean anything to me that a person has an MD or MD PhD to succeed. In order to succeed, what you need is consciousness. Not the consciousness that you have acquired through your learning, going to schools and universities, but the consciousness that is innate within you. I just returned from India. I met a couple of billionaires. And they just started restaurants and then became billionaires, and then their restaurants are now are globally present everywhere with no education. So that is how powerful is the subconscious mind. The subconscious mind is tremendously powerful. And that is the mind which we are not using. The ultimate teaching is about using the subconscious mind to do things for you. Just break coconuts. And what happened? That person called me, that I didn't finish the story, and said the court ruled that no, we have revised it, you can start the business right away. The lawyers were completely astonished by what happened. So they went to argue the case, but then the court said, no, there is no case now. You can go ahead and start it. That is an uncommon solution. That is the ultimate teaching. And this can happen in your life. Why? Because of the involvement of a different intelligence. Einstein said the same thing. He said, you cannot solve the problem with the same mindset with which you created the problem. You need a totally different mindset. So the ultimate teaching is about creating a new mindset